Greetings everyone. Hey, a warm welcome. Thank you for joining me for this reading for August for Cancer. Hey guys, if you are new subscribers to the channel, thank you also for joining me from wherever you are viewing this around the world. Remember to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you will be alerted to any of the uploads that I do because they can be hard to find from time to time. There were no July readings because I was away in June. I would normally do all readings a month before the due date, hence there were none in June. So this is the August reading. July was a very busy astrological month, and to be honest, I'm uploading these on the 15th of July, the day before the second eclipse or the solar eclipse. These eclipses have been heralded by astrologers as being very, very powerful, and I'm sure that most of you will be feeling them one way or another. Now, eclipses come to us and they highlight the things that we haven't really been focusing on, or that we've been hiding from, or that have been bubbling away under the surface. So they bring out the hidden things in our life that we haven't been fully interacting with. Sometimes this can make us a little bit strange, I guess, in our feelings, and it can also change a lot that's going on in our life. So don't be surprised if July and August herald some sort of unusual changes for you personally, as well as globally. We can experience different changes of directions with people, communities, politics, countries, all sorts of things. We also had Mercury retrograde in July. We're coming out of that for August. We see Saturn go retrograde. On August the 8th, we have the Lionsgate portal energy, which is very strong and worthy of tapping into if you are looking for creativity and passion in certain areas of your life. But other than that, August is set to be a quieter astrological month. So let's hope things do calm down a bit for us to catch our breaths. Now, the three decks we're using, these two are tarot. This one is an oracle tarot, so very similar. I have done the shuffling off the camera, but I will now cut the decks for you just so that you can be sure that nothing is set or staged or whatever. So this is for Cancer, for the August reading for 2019. So let's see what's in store for Cancer, and we will just work from wherever we start. We'll end up wherever we end up. Now, I was kind of sort of encompassing the areas of relationships, health and career, but I think in the last couple of readings I've done, it's all just gone a little bit in its own direction without me being able to necessarily guide it. It just depends what messages come and, you know, how intense they are as to what gets focused on. I seem to have been tempted to always start with the other readings that I've done from this deck of cards here, so I think I'll continue with that. Let's see what comes up first for you guys, Cancer, and primarily we are starting in the realm of relationships first, and you have the Ten of Coins. What a beautiful card to look at. Now, this deck for me is relatively new, so I am working my way through it. However, what you might notice is the border of these cards are all in a different colour. Well, not all different colours. There's 7 different border colours, and they represent the 7 chakra energies. Now, the chakra energies are areas throughout the physical body that are activated, if you like, or that we can choose to activate from the more spiritual perspective or metaphysical perspective of life. They call these energy centers chakra wheels, but they're more like a Merkaba of energy. So the Ten of Coins is represented by the yellow border of the card, and this is in this part of the body, the solar plexus chakra, which is represented by the color yellow. It is a really positive card in any traditional tarot deck, including this one. It represents feeling loved, feeling treasured, like the treasure chest here, feeling worthy and sated. It also represents, if you see in the little picture that's on the easel in the background, that's a family that surrounds this particular person standing there. So oftentimes this can represent the love and protection and nurture of a strong family unit. Now, families don't have to mean the same for everyone. As we know, families can be untraditional, meaning a group of friends or community spirit as well. But it does say that there is some sort of community or love or respect or sharing or caring or nurturing for you by people that you care about in your own life. Now, sometimes these can represent people such as a grandparent energy or a parent energy, and or in-laws or something along those lines, who might be playing a role in giving you some sort of bounty or guidance, even if it's moral guidance or an intellectual guidance, because the yellow can often represent our intelligence as well. Now, yellow also represents the gut area, as I said, the solar plexus chakra, and our gut intuition. So this card might be talking to you about applying some intuition to certain events or people or places or opportunities that are going on around you at the moment. Dig into things a little bit deeper to find where you need to apply attention or energy, which may be very beneficial to you, because this is a card of benevolence, of giving and of receiving. Sometimes when this card comes out, you may receive a financial gift or support from someone around you. It could be a loan or it could be a pure gift. Sometimes it may involve things like an inheritance as well. So overall, it bodes very well for happiness. Just like the sun, when it shines with its yellow rays, we feel happy and sort of protected and nurtured and full of growth and creativity, if you like, when the sun is out. And that's what this 10 of coins is starting off your relationship energy with. We come up with another one here, the Queen of Swords, who could be someone you know. It could be someone who's associated with this feeling around you, so someone who might be a family member. This could be an air sign person. Again, they feel as though they're supportive one way or another. Now, sometimes though, this Queen of Swords can be more of like a lawyer or an accountant or a mentor or a psychologist or a doctor that you may go to visit or you may be getting advice from, because swords cards do represent the air signs, which also represent intelligence or thinking and contracts and signing and communication. So this person could be tied up into something that is going on here with a project that is possibly tied up with money or family issues that are happening. Now, sometimes with this card, the 10 of coins, you could be involved in attending family functions, that get-togethers of people that you haven't seen for some time, like a family reunion or a wedding or like a celebratory event of a grand birthday or something along those lines. Let's see what this other card over here might be saying. We talked about the sun a little bit before with this card, and you're being re-embellished with that again. Now, you've gone from the number 10 over to the number 1 here. In reality, this is like a major arcana card. The sun is very much about everything positive in life. It's about as if the sun nurtures or protects your energies, your enthusiasm, your projects, your friendships, your relationships, all sorts of different things. It has that yellow glow of optimism. Now, the sun can mean new events growing. Because this is a 10, 10s are often the ending of a cycle. So coming to the completion of something and evolving into something new. So perhaps for some of you, you have either come to some completion of an event, and it could be a career or something to do with your finances or money, or it could be something to do with your family ties. Perhaps some of you have moved away from a family home, or you are beginning a new business or venture that the family are tied up into one way or another, and that you are requiring perhaps some of their treasures to loan you to start you off in this new business direction, and this Queen of Swords may also play a role. Now, because this is a general reading, for each of you who listen to this, this will impact on you in your own private and personal way. So for some of you, it could be about a new business. For some of you, it could be a new direction in life in a personal manner. You could be moving away from a family scenario. You could be entering into a new family or extended family or community. With this 10 of coins, this feeling of protection and nurturing, someone close to you who offers some sort of support or knowledge or contractual information, and this new beginning here with the sun. So I feel like it's really very positive, all of this information that seems to be tied in together at the moment around your relationships. Now you'll see with the Two of Swords how we have a slightly different colour around the edge of the card. This is the sacral chakra energy, which is just below the solar plexus down in here. This is our creative, fiery, passionate energy of life. It's also where the sex organs are zoned. Sacral chakra energy is about fire and passion and creativity, the birthing of things. It can also be the birthing of human beings or a pregnancy, and the sun can also be the offering of a pregnancy as well, because it's new beginnings, new life. So for some of you, a pregnancy could be a possibility at this time if you are wanting one. And if you're not, perhaps you need to take extra caution. The Two of Swords, she has her back to us, she's blindfolded, she is pondering upon which direction to go. So for some of you, there may be a choice that you have to make about, do I go this way with this offering here from family or security or people or something that I know, and do I sign a contract, or do I go in a brand new direction that I feel might be really positive or worthwhile? This is just a card of uncertainty. Now again, it would be strategic for you to go into your gut strength or your psychic ability, or tune into your inner knowing to try and find the answer as to which direction to take if there's any period in time where you are uncertain or unsure of a direction. We have the Eight of Cups, which is still sort of in the sacral chakra area, a little bit more intense. You can see the colour palette there changing. The Eight of Cups is about considerations of leaving something behind that has come to an end due to a lack of balance. This usually represents something to do with relationships in our life, or something we have been passionate about, such as a hobby or a project that we've been working on for some time. But it's an indicator that things may have been out of balance, that we may not have been able to liberalize it or free it up or make it flow properly, and that we feel like, what's the point anymore, or I should change direction, or perhaps I need to contemplate, should I carry on in this direction or head in something new. Some of you may have come to a point in a relationship, and it may not be this one over here. This could be talking now about new relationships for you. Some of you may have come to a point where you've seen or felt as if there's something new and creative and passionate, whether this is around your career or your personal life and investment in personal relationships, and you have pondered, should I stick with this one, or should I go with this new desire or pleasure or person or relationship or offer? It feels as though the Two of Swords might be pondering about staying with something that's been slightly out of balance or out of kilter, or as if you've been unable to resolve something and you're pondering about moving on. Temperance talks to us as well about balance in all things, and this is the card of being out of balance a little bit, especially in the relationship sector or a project that you've been undertaking. And Temperance is talking to you again about either requiring it to be brought back into balance, or considering yourself and how you feel about out of balance situations. She is using her intuitive mode very, very much and tapping into the spiritual power that she can access. In Cancer, you're very good at this. You're the water sign energy, which is quite in tune with the psychic realms, with your higher self, with celestial intervention and connection. So this is almost calling for you to balance your thoughts, emotions, your lifestyle, what's going on around you, situations, people, and feelings and emotions in particular. So for some of you, you might have felt the person out of balance in a relationship. You might have felt as though you weren't giving the balance, or as if the balance was unable to be achieved. But this card is telling you to think twice about things that aren't balanced for you at the moment. I'm getting double messages here, so perhaps I will... the angel of love. So perhaps you need to apply love to this situation, whatever it is around a relationship that you've felt wasn't pulling its weight. So whether or not it can be healed through the act of love or through applying self-love could be something for you to think about. I'm still feeling that these are separate instances here. So some of you, this one may have really applied well, this feeling of the family or the community, spirit and support and financial benevolence and new beginnings. Whereas others, there's something here about, pondering, do I leave this situation behind? Do I try and bring more balance into it? Do I apply more love? I'm getting quite a pinkish feeling through these cards as well. Even though we've got the oranges and the reds, they seem to be transmuting into a pinky glow. And that is often about love and harmony and peace and quiet. So some of you may feel as though you need a little bit more calm in some sort of relationship, even if it's with yourself. There might be that you are wanting to seek peace or opportunity or balance with someone. Let's see what this one is about. The Empress. She offers to us in the green chakra area, which is the heart area, which is actually where we feel love from anyhow. She offers great fertility, compassion, success, new adventures, new ideas, the feeling of being happy, of being at one. She comes to you from that heart energy, and we see she's holding this goblet with an amazing ball of light coming from behind it, as if there is some activation or healing around the heart level. And this angel is doing the same. There's a beautiful shaped heart that has a glow emanating from her chest area. Now, for some of you, this may well actually be a heart issue, a physical heart issue that some of you need to look into, because I know we were dealing with relationships and now we seem to have morphed into the physical perspective of life. If any of you have issues with chest, lungs, breasts or heart, it may be wise to get that seen to in this month of July or August coming up. This could be something, as I say, physical, like go and get some blood tests and get a good heart health checkup. It may be someone close to you, like a mother or like a mother figure or a sister who could be being affected by this particular energy that's around if it's not you. Now, if it's not a physical feeling or a physical health issue, this is very emotional, but I do feel that there's healing coming, and it may come to you through this act of love that could heal an out of balance situation or relationship that's going on. And it might be because you proposition or you put to the other people or person concerned your feeling of, well, I'm either going to go in another direction and leave this relationship, or we can try and work on it. It almost feels as though that's a possibility, and through perhaps discussion or communication, which comes back to this Queen of Swords energy, you might be able to heal or rectify a relationship as opposed to actually leaving it. So emotions seem to be playing quite a role here for you guys, Cancer, in this August month. Now remember, I did comment about the fact that the eclipses have just been, and they could have very well incited this kind of change coming your way, or this desire to change things out. Let's have another look at a card from this angle, and we've got the 10, another 10, and this is the 10 of Cups. So we're still very much in this beautiful yellow palette, this sunshine energy, this glow of gold around our aura, which could be very serendipitous for you guys. It could be very fortuitous and gratuitous, all of the wonderful words. Again, we see this wonderful satisfaction and completion of some sort. This is a cup of great harmony, and we see these two little, really little cute girls, they look like to me, at the bottom of the card here, one on either side. So these could denote children in your life. They could be new children coming into your life. This could be the sign even of blended families, but we're seeing great family aura for you guys in the month of August. So there's some sort of connection coming within your community that you call your family. And I think children are somehow involved as well, because we've had lots of messages of potential conception, of pregnancies, or seeing new little beings coming into your life. So, you know, like blended families, that type of thing. Those are two gorgeous cards for you to get. But I also do denote to you, as I've sort of said earlier, that the 10s are the endings of a cycle. So moving into some sort of new dynamic or new parallel. You've gained a lot of information when you reach the 10s in life. You've learnt a lot about what they're teaching you, and these two in particular teach harmony, grace, acceptance, love, connection, support, all of the positives. Really beautiful cards. And then we have another young, this is like the pages in the deck. She calls them the Princess of Cups, and again we're back in the love, and she's handing that hand into this family situation. I'm wondering if any of you do have big family events coming up that you are going to be attending or announcing certain things at, or whether other members of the family surprise you with acts of announcements or something coming through. This could even be when people adopt children, so adoptions that take place, surrogacy, things like that. But this again is another young person, and she's the watery sign energy like yourself. Now quite often these are the messengers in life, and she could be giving you a message about this energy that's around you, or focusing your month in August on these type of events, people, situations, feelings, possibilities, or outcomes. But she could also be a person who is involved one way or another, or coming into your life. There's a lot of love here again. It could even be a healing taking place, and this could be again the physical healing, or it could be a very emotional healing, like the rebonding of family members who have been separated from each other or have been through disharmony or discord. But I'm feeling so much positivity with these cards and the reading. So if we move into, very briefly, a little look at your health sector, we have a beautiful angel arrived for your reading. This is Metatron, very powerful, and he's very, very connected with children, with the younger people on the planet, especially the teenage realm and little ones. And so we've just been talking about that. So if some of you have got children, either your own or within a family, who have been ill, or who have some trauma that they're going through, whether it be physical, emotional, psychological, then Metatron is a particularly good angel to come in and work with the young ones that need assistance. So if there's anyone that you need to give support to in this month coming up, remember this energy of Metatron and utilize his special gift of support for young people at all levels and areas. So his white light is very protective, it's nurturing, it helps out to a big degree with psychological problems or mental health issues, also physical as well. So it's a real blessing for any of your young ones in your life, even if they're friends. Like if you're a young person listening and it's yourself or friends who are in a place of struggle, then Metatron is very, very useful for this beautiful, protective, youthful uplifting energy. So call upon Metatron anytime in the month. That's a beautiful message for you guys. And there's another one. You've got so much beautiful, calm, love, harmony, support. There's just so much support around you. And I see this as being very golden yellow, very much like these cards that we've had all this beautiful yellow with. The angelic vibrations, even though Metatron's very white, bright light looking, but the angelic vibrations, of which you now have 3 in your reading, always give off the energy and the vibrational frequency of love, because love is the most healing agent on the earth. Love is the most healing agent that we as humans can deploy to any situation, including ourselves. So all of these cards here are so full of love, as is this, as is the sun. So look at all the love energy that's coming to you. However you want to utilize this energy in your month is entirely up to you. Whether you proclaim it for self-love, whether you proclaim it to heal any pain, emotional or physical or mental pain within your own life or within the lives of your community, friends or family, it's up to you. Now, if you're sitting there watching the reading and go, I've got no love, nobody loves me, or I don't feel love, then it's up to you, as again, to tap into this. This is out there in the stratosphere, in the hemisphere, in the celestial world. It's vibrational frequencies. It's like its tentacles are vibrating through the air. And if you tap into love, you can bring it into your life to apply it to any situation that you care to. And believe me, so far for the readings, and I think I'm up to the 8th one now, yours has the most energetic connection to just love that I've seen of any of them. So I'm probably not going to go too much further, because I want to stop it here on this energy of celestial light, protection, warmth, nurturing, success, healing, love, new beginnings, feeling accomplished. Everything is there for you, Cancer. This might be your month of the year in August. So it might be in July, because remember, I'm doing this now. And I know your birthdays are right around about now as well. Literally, as I've got some Cancer friends and it's their birthdays this week. So happy birthday to you all, and may this vibrational energy of love and all these celestial helpers carry you through to the end of the year on a high note of achievement at every level. So thank you again for tuning in. I love being able to do these readings for you, and I'm really grateful that you choose to listen to me. And I also love it when you sub the channel, hit the notification button, but I really love reading your comments about anything that you choose to mention. So I'd love to know, since we're on the word love, how many of you have got family events over the next month and a half? Like, have any of you got things that you're either catching up on, or people you're seeing, or places you're going to where family are involved? Because that would be really cool to know. So thanks again, guys. I wish you all many special blessings of love and light for this month coming up. Namaste, everyone. Much love.